You get the Simon's Girls and a contestant whose guilty pleasure is she's too young to have any guilty pleasures. It is Molly.
Gotta slow it down, baby, gotta have some fun. Okay, should we go for it again?
This week, I am worried because the words just weren't sticking in my head.
Don't give yourself a hard time. If you feel like you get it wrong, that's okay. But please try and remember.
But hopefully I will go out and raise the bar this week. I'm just frustrated. Basically, the pressure's getting me and I don't know my words.
That's what rehearsals are for. Don't worry, this is normal, all right?
Like, I'm just trying my hardest and it's just not paying off.
We're changing this track completely, all right? So don't worry about it.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I am so happy that we changed because I couldn't get the words, but the pressure is on now because I have to learn this song and get it spot on for Saturday.
Molly, start!
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memory. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time. Underneath it all, I'm held captive by the hole inside. I've been holding back for the fear that you might change your mind. I'm ready to forgive you, but forgetting is a harder fight. Little do you know I need a little more time. Away, away. I love you like you never felt the pain. Away, I promise you don't have to be afraid. Away, the love is here and here to stay. So lay your head on me. Lay your head on me. So lay your head on me. 'Cause little do you know I love you till the sun dies.
Yeah, Molly, I know it's difficult having your song changed last minute. Simon, sit down, stop clapping. Let me speak just for a second. I'm not sure actually it was the right song for you, and let me justify that. I don't think you got a chance to really show off your vocal. I think I saw a different side to you in that performance. There was a bit more fight and there was a bit more passion, and I liked that. I could feel how important this is for you. But I'm not 100% sure that we got to see everything you're capable of within that song. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, Molly, I have to agree with Louis, but actually I think this is Simon's fault. Simon, you picked the wrong song for her completely. I don't even know how that's a guilty pleasure. I don't think I've ever even heard of that song.
I haven't.
But listen, you're strong vocally. I just don't think this was the right song, but unfortunately your mentor let you down.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. You're 16 and you haven't had those emotions that you're singing about, and it's as simple as that. I want to see a 16-year-old be a 16-year-old. I want you to have some fun, you know. How could you have possibly put your emotion into that song when you've not lived it yet? Have some fun, you know. Be big. Your voice is great. I love you. Just be 16.
Thank you.
Molly, this is what's known as creative jealousy. I love the song, and I love the song because I always think a risk is when you do something boring, and that wasn't boring, and it's probably the first time a lot of people have heard that song. I think it's the kind of song you would sing if you were an artist. Bearing in mind you couldn't even talk 2 days ago, it was a miracle. And I think the audience...
The sympathy card. Okay.
No, we should go.
Danny's voice was out.
Okay, but hers was worse, and she couldn't talk. You did great, Molly. Congratulations.
Thank you, judges. Well, let's hear from you. Is that the sort of song you wanted to sing?
Well, I did have a different song, and I just didn't feel comfortable, and it wasn't going in my head. And it was a joint decision, I will admit. But I do love the song, and I gave it my all, so...
You can swing into action and vote for Molly or any of the finalists at the end of the show. For now, give it up for Molly! And speaking of voting, how do you fancy 5 free votes? Gosh, I should think so. Avail yourself with our top of the range X Factor app. There it is, sponsored by Justy. There's the chat. Those votes will be yours to do with as you wish. I'm very much hoping you use those votes on them. Dalton, Scarlett, and Acacia and Aaliyah coming up after the break. See you.